Imagine a country where the government is not just a governing body, but the absolute center of your universe. This is the reality for the people of North Korea. From birth, citizens are taught to worship their leaders as divine, to believe their country is a paradise, and to see the outside world as corrupt and hostile. This control of information is the first wall an escapee must scale. It's a prison of fences and guards, and of ideas planted deep in the mind. Why is leaving so difficult? The answer is layered. The Kim dynasty knows power relies on total control. If people left freely, the illusion would shatter. Leaving without permission is framed as treason. Punishment is severe, and meant to deter. This film explores the walls, mental, social, and physical, that make escape so hard. In North Korea, the eyes of the state are everywhere. Soldiers, police, a vast surveillance network permeates daily life. Distrust takes root. Friends, neighbors, even family. Anyone could be an informant. Neighborhood units monitor every household. Who comes and goes? What is said in private? Loyalty is measured in living rooms. Above them stands the Ministry of State Security. Its agents can arrest, interrogate, imprison. Movement requires permits and constant checks. Unauthorized travel is nearly impossible. Songbun class dictates your life. For the hostile, surveillance is tightest, and escape most desperate. The most common escape route runs along the 880-mile border with China. The Yalu, the Tumen, darkness, and a promise of light across the water. Rivers look simple, but they can kill. Wide, frigid, with currents that drag and drown. In summer, some swim under cover of night. In winter, they run the ice. Thin, unpredictable, deadly. The banks are fenced, wired, electrified. Guards patrol, often with shoot-to-kill orders. Bribes and brokers can open doors or spring traps. A guard might take the cash and still arrest you. China treats most as illegal migrants and repatriates them. Safety in China is a shadow life. Many women face trafficking, sold as brides or forced into sex work. From there, a months-long odyssey toward Thailand or Laos begins. The southern border is an impenetrable wall of steel and suspicion. The demilitarized zone, 2.5 miles wide, 150 miles long. It has divided Korea since 1953. Electric fences, mines, tank traps, hidden artillery. Soldiers ready to shoot without authorization. Successful crossings are vanishingly rare. The South and its allies patrol intensely too. The few who try are often border soldiers themselves. Some run under fire from former comrades. Sea routes are patrolled and perilous. Storms and intercepts. Interception odds are high. Most choose the northern route. The DMZ is less gateway than death trap. For defectors, southward dreams begin by heading north. For those who fail, the consequences are beyond severe. Beatings at capture, then the Ministry of State Security. Interrogations seek confessions and names. Torture is used to break the will and implicate others. Seeking food in China may mean years in a forced labor camp. Grueling work, starvation rations, abuse. Political intent brings worse. Transfer to a Kwanliso, camps where prisoners are worked to death. Punishment spans 3 generations. Parents, children, grandchildren. Whole families can be sent away by association. This collective terror is the regime's strongest deterrent. It turns loved ones into hostages of obedience. Escape can mean saving yourself or dooming your family. The price of freedom here is almost too high to comprehend. Statistics are grim, but behind them are real people, with names, faces, and courage. Shin Dong-hyuk was born in a political prison camp. He escaped the only world he knew, crawling over a body on an electrified fence to survive. His story exposed horrors few can fathom. Hyunso Lee crossed out of curiosity and stayed a decade in hiding. New language, new identities, constant fear. She later risked rescuing her mother and brother. Her memoir shows escape is a long process. Many journeys end in tragedy. Caught, repatriated, fate unknown. Families vanish back into the dark. Others speak of unlearning propaganda to reclaim their minds. Each story, triumph or loss, reveals a system bent on crushing the spirit, and the people who refuse to be crushed. With death, torture, and family punishment, why risk it? Survival. Chronic shortages push people to the brink. The 1990s famine killed hundreds of thousands, perhaps more. For some, the border is safer than starvation. Beyond survival, dignity. To speak, believe, choose. Smuggled dramas show a different world: food, choice, love. A small device, a seed of doubt and hope. Many risk everything for their children. They risk the guns, the river, and the unknown beyond, for enough food, an education, and freedom to dream. Hope for a better future is the strongest force of all. Arrival in South Korea feels like landing on another planet. After security screening, defectors enter Hanawan. They learn banking, transit, shopping, computers, healthcare, trauma counseling, and civic education. The transition is hard. PTSD, guilt, paranoia. Culture shock. Fast-paced, competitive, individualistic. Even language has drifted. Words and accents differ. NGOs and faith groups guide journeys to safety and rebuild lives. Housing, jobs, tutoring, community support. Choose a career, travel freely, speak without fear, vote, go online, even criticize the government. Freedom is struggle, yet also joy and discovery. Step by step, they learn what it means to be truly free. The world condemns North Korea's human rights record. Resolutions pile up. Evidence mounts. A 2014 UN inquiry documented crimes against humanity. Extermination, murder, enslavement, torture, imprisonment, rape, forced abortions, and more. Calls to refer the case face geopolitical roadblocks. Sanctions squeeze the people more than the elite. Talks rise and fall. Tensions return. NGOs document abuse and amplify voices. Breaking the information blockade empowers change. A sealed nation breeds darkness and silence. Escapees are witnesses for millions still trapped. While powers debate nukes, defectors remind us of human costs. Their unquenchable thirst for freedom must not be forgotten. This is why North Korea remains the hardest country to escape.